The single most effective thing you can do to become more attractive to women is get in the gym and build an aesthetic physique. There is absolutely no doubting in the modern world that looks are becoming more and more important with dating. But the thing is, there's a lot about your looks that you can't control. For example, you can't control how tall you are. You can't control a lot about what your face looks like. But the one part that you have 100% control over is your physique and how well you take care of yourself. And building a muscular aesthetic physique will make you so much more attractive to women. And now so many guys are going to be saying things like, "Oh yeah, but you shouldn't be doing things for girls. Oh, you shouldn't improve yourself for women. You should just do things for yourself, bro." And honestly, I think that's so cringe. I mean, if you are a straight guy, guess what? You are improving yourself for women. When I first started getting in the gym and when I first started improving myself, I said to myself, like, yeah, I want to be more attractive to women. And honestly, I don't see anything wrong with that. It's one of your biggest primal desires. So it's okay to have that motivation and say you want to improve yourself to have a better dating life, because dating, relationships is a very beautiful part of human existence. And the first reason why getting in shape makes your dating life so much better is because it just makes you objectively more attractive. For example, what a lot of guys find attractive in women, right, is like the hourglass body shape. And when you have a V taper as a man, you have wider shoulders to a narrower waist, that makes you so much more desirable to women. It's something that's been proven through science. And so many guys will just say, "Oh, but oh yeah, building muscle doesn't actually help with, getting girls." And first of all, most guys who say that, like, they're not even in shape themselves. They don't even have a good physique. So like, what are you even saying? And second of all, through my personal experience, that's just not the case at all. Back when I was in high school, I was very skinny. I didn't have a great physique. I didn't have a lot of muscle. And also, I struggled a lot with dating. But then I focused on improving all aspects of my life, including my physique, got in much better shape, built more muscle, and I had so much more success with dating. On dating apps, I would get a lot more matches. In person, I would have more success approaching. And there was even this one time where I was at my house I lived at back when I was in college, and I was just chilling up in my room. Then I went downstairs to go get some water, and one of my friends was hanging out with his girlfriend and her other friend that she was with. And I walked down, I didn't have my shirt on because I was just, like, I'm about to go to sleep, so I'm just getting ready to go to bed. And I went back upstairs and I actually saw a text from my friend who said, like, "Oh yeah, my girlfriend's friend who I was with saw you and thought you were very attractive and she wants to have your Snapchat." So I've learned from personal experience that, yeah, 100% it does help with getting more attraction. And the second reason why building an aesthetic physique will help your dating life is because of the confidence that you gain from it. The reality is, like, while yeah, building a physique and improving your looks is 100% very important, it's not the only factor with dating. Yeah, it helps you with getting more attention, but what's also very important is your personality, your confidence, and just think about how much better you're gonna feel about yourself walking around when you know that you're taking care of yourself, you're taking care of business. You walk around and your shirt hugs your biceps, like you're looking good. Because while some people say with confidence, yeah, just fake it till you make it, just pretend to be more confident, that's not real confidence. Confidence comes from building yourself, from doing the things that you know you have to do and actually accomplishing things in your life. And building a physique is one of the greatest things you can do to up your confidence. So now we're just gonna go through like a few key ways you can actually build that physique and start to get in better shape. So the first thing you have to understand is whether you're a guy who needs to bulk or to cut. And really this part is quite simple. If you're overweight, if you have a lot of fat, you need to focus on losing that fat first before you can build more muscle. And then if you're super underweight, right, you're skinny like I used to be, then you need to focus on eating more and bulking up first. Then the second thing you have to do is you have to have the right style of workout routine. What I've noticed is a lot of the workout routines that you'll see online, they're just focused on like overall strength building and not building like the aesthetic attractive physique. So you put all this work into the gym, into lifting weights, just to build a physique that's not actually like optimized to make you look better. So what you have to do is you have to build a workout routine that focuses on building the right type of physique. Now, what does this look like? Well, to sum it all up, there are a few key muscle groups that you have to focus on building. And those are your lateral delts, the side parts of your shoulders, your lats in your back, your biceps, your abs, and your upper chest. Now, obviously, there's a lot of other muscle groups that are very important. Like you should still train your legs. You should still train your triceps. I'm not saying you shouldn't train those parts, but those few muscle groups are the ones that are going to give you the most bang for your buck. And if you want my workout routine, I'll send it to you for completely free. Just give me a follow on Instagram, DM me the word plan, and I'll send it over to you so you have something you can actually start with. Then the last thing you have to focus on to build that physique is progressive overload. What that basically means is just doing more and more over time. Think about it like how, right, when you play a video game, you don't just start off, right, defeating the boss character. You have to, defeat the smaller characters first and then eventually work your way up. But the more you play the video game, the better you're gonna get. And weightlifting is the same exact way. When you start out lifting weights, you're gonna not really be able to bench press a whole lot. You're not gonna be very strong. But the more you do it and the more you work on it, you're gonna eventually get to a place where you're strong and where you're in great shape. But the key thing you have to do is you have to actually progressively overload. You have to actually do more and more weight as you go on. So the way I go about doing this is every single time I go into the gym, I just write down the weight that I'm doing and for how many reps I do it for each key lift that I do. I'll show you an example, on the screen really quick of what my notes look like. But following this and making sure you track your weights is very important because that actually shows that you're making progress. If you just, kind of go as you feel and just do whatever weights you feel like doing, you're not going to make as much progress as the version of yourself who's disciplined about it. So make sure you have a system to track your weights. You can build your own routine. You can track it in your notes. You can write it down in a journal. Whatever way it works for you, just make sure that you're actually tracking it and making sure that you're improving over time. But yeah, with all that being said, bro, your fitness journey, it's gonna be something that's gonna take time. You're not gonna, go from being super skinny or being overweight to being in great shape right away. But if you just stick with it, you have a disciplined routine, you show up a few days every week, you focus on getting a little bit better, you will eventually get there. So have ambitious goals, have a plan to get there, and if you do that, you will 100% get to where you wanna be, build a better physique, and build your dream dating life. I'll see you for the next video, bro. And by the way, no pressure, but once you find that my free videos have helped you out quite a bit, you've gotten some value from them, and you want to take your dating life to the next level and you want my help getting to where you want to be, you can check the link to my coaching in the description, book a free call with me, and we can see if you'd be a good fit and get you to achieving your goals.